Let's cut the crap. Most fundraising pitches out there are just noise. You're sick of chasing a crowd that's tired, jaded, and frankly, burned out on giving. Older generations? Sure, they have money, but their hearts aren't in it anymore. They've been through the system, played by the rules, and what do they have to show? A lot of hesitation, a lot of second guessing. They give because it's comfortable or expected, not because they're fired up to make real change. But here's the kicker. Millennials? They're moving differently. They don't just give, they commit. They throw themselves into causes with a raw energy that older generations lost somewhere between tax deductions and skepticism. So why? Because these young donors don't want a pat on the back. They want impact that feels real, urgent, immediate. They want their giving to be personal, connected to a mission that aligns with their values not just on paper, but in how they live every day. You need to stop selling just ideas or good intentions. That's dead weight. Millennials respond to stories of transformation grounded in reality. They want to see how every dollar moves the needle, how their support breaks through old systems that failed them and their parents. They want to back founders and projects that hold nothing back, that aren't afraid to challenge markets, policies, or uncomfortable truths. This means transparency, yes, but also ruthless accountability. If you're not showing exactly how you're rewriting the rules, you're losing them. And here's a brutal truth. Millennials distrust institutions because institutions failed them. They don't want to just donate, they want to belong and build. So your game has to change from asking for money to inviting them into a network where they can connect, contribute, and yes, challenge the system. Fundraising isn't about one-off checks anymore. It's about creating fierce collaboration built on respect for individual voices and big audacious goals. Make them feel like partners in the fight, not spectators passing a hat. Forget mass campaigns. This is about hyper-targeted, honest conversations. Use data that cuts through the noise, but don't let the numbers bury the humanity. Bring them behind the curtain and show the failures alongside the wins. Let them in on the struggle, because millennials give more when they feel the pain and promise of the problem intimately, not some sanitized version packaged for easy consumption. They are desperate for a solution that isn't just more of the same. Here's exactly what to do. Stop selling charity as charity. Sell transformation. Show how your project or startup doesn't just keep things running, but flips the script, building something that wasn't there before. Be blunt about the risks and the stakes. These donors want to back bold, not boring, and deliver a platform where they can directly see, feel, and trace their impact. Instant updates, raw stories, real conversations. Let them talk with founders, other investors, real people in the trenches. Make it about connection, not transactions. This shift isn't easy. It demands brutal honesty and a new level of humility. You have to ditch the old scripts, the empty phrases, the corporate gloss. Instead, build radical trust with your audience through authenticity and relentless focus on impact. Because millennials know the difference between hope and hype instantly, and they won't put money behind hype. The bottom line? If you want to tap into millennial generosity, you must give them a reason to believe that their money fuels something alive, something dangerous to the status quo, something worth fighting for every day. Fundraising is no longer about comfort or tradition, it's about unleashing power. Your job? Be exactly the kind of hard, clear, real leader that will make them want to give again and again, not because they have to, but because they can't do anything else. Stop hoping for donations. Start building a movement with every dollar raised. Show up like the rare force you are and watch the next generation follow relentlessly. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to learn more.